Trippin Waite Tarot, the Suit of Cups, Ace of Cups. 2 doves of peace descend upon an overflowing cup. The card represents love of all kinds, agape, strong feelings and the overflow of the heart, compassion and the beginning of a romantic relationship or friendship, good omens for matters of the heart. 2 of Cups, make love, not war. Strong friendship, bond, sharing, in matters of love, compatible relationships, perhaps even a marriage might be foretold. 3 of Cups, this is the card of celebrations, parties, get-togethers, and social encounters that involve a group. It may also indicate the celebration of a birth. 4 of Cups. A man with a flowery tunic and headband sits with his arms folded, staring into space. Perhaps he is feeling unmotivated or left out. The cup offered to the person suggests hope, if only the person could see that maybe a friendship or help is being offered. Encourage the client to look for the cup. 5 of Cups. Woodstock is over. A sad folk singer stands looking at the knocked over cups left behind. Let's hope that what was spilled wasn't too expensive. A feeling of regret, failure, and disappointment. There's always other festivals, and the music lives on. 6 of Cups. Feelings of nostalgia. A young kid gives a cup filled with flowers to his grandma. This card represents feeling like a child again. 7 of Cups. Wishes, hopes, and dreams. The 7 cups represent temporary pleasures. It can also mean guilty pleasures, lust, and vain imaginings. 8 of Cups. A flowery clad figure walks away from a previous situation that wasn't working out and is looking forward to better and brighter prospects. 9 of Cups. The genie is here to grant your wishes. An optimistic card, but be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. A card which indicates dreams coming true. 10 of Cups. A beautiful log cabin lies in the distance as a family enjoys a stroll along their golden path. A feeling of shared joy with family and friends. A card that represents blessings and good times. Page of Cups. A goldfish jumps from a young man's cup. He is a messenger of love and reminds us to enjoy those precious moments in life when all is well with the world. Possible news of a birth. Knight of Cups. A seasonal affair. He personifies the courtship period in a relationship. A young man who may be interested in the querent. Queen of Cups. A compassionate woman who brings with her nurturing, love, and sensitivity. This is the person who just magically seems to know your heart's desire and may have intuitive psychic abilities. King of Cups. A man who is in control of showing his feelings, but feels very deeply indeed. The type of man who will admire from a distance and may be slow to show his feelings. Ace of Wands. The impulse to get up and do something. Get active. A feeling of restlessness. The first spark of putting something into action or getting the ball rolling, so to speak. 2 of Wands. Planning. There's a great saying, failing to plan is planning to fail. Part of planning includes visualization. 3 of Wands, the card of waiting. All that planning in the 2 of Wands should soon be paying off. You're waiting for your ships to come in. In an artistic or craft sense, perhaps you're waiting for a shipment of goods that you've ordered, of your work that you will resell. For a farmer, it could be seeing his produce being brought in from the field after a harvest. 4 of Wands, family celebrations, things related to house and home. It can indicate weddings or christenings. 6 of Wands, a victorious figure draped in a butterfly motif cloak rides in on horseback. 5 of Wands, disagreements in a group and petty arguments. These fairies find themselves in a minor squabble on top of a brightly colored daisy. 2 doves pass by, an indication that sometimes conflicts can be resolved easier than we think. 6 of Wands, a victorious figure draped in a butterfly motif cloak rides in on horseback. This card indicates achievement, success, and recognition by family and friends. 7 of Wands, competition and struggle, defense and trying to stay on top of a situation. These buzz around this little fairy as he stands his ground. 8 of Wands, fast movement. I think of this card as either traveling or legwork. In any case, you're moving forward fast. 9 of Wands. This card represents problems and setbacks that need to be overcome. This card indicates the need to get your defenses up and to be watchful. 10 of Wands. Feeling worn out and overburdened. Some of this could be avoided if you ask people for help. Have faith, you can make it. Page of Wands, an active young person who likes to explore. Knight of Wands, traveling, movement by land. Like the other male figures in the court cards, he appears to be wearing an outfit patterned with the symbol of Ouroboros, an ancient symbol first traced to Egypt, which probably explains the pyramids found in the original Wands court cards. Queen of Wands. This woman is a great planner and loves to be the host at social gatherings. She's very active and actually enjoys running errands, meeting people, and going to events. She likes to be involved and on the move. She holds a sunflower and her black cat sits lovingly by her side. King of Wands. This is a man who is in charge, an authority figure that may represent your boss, father, or significant other. I think of him as emperor-like. As Emperor Light, a salamander, often associated with fire, can be seen close to his throne in the foreground. Ace of Pentacles. This card represents money, a gift, or financial opportunities. 2 of Pentacles. I look at this card as balancing the books, the amount of money coming in as opposed to the amount of money going out. This card represents a healthy balance of what's being earned and spent. 3 of Pentacles, the card of labor, especially work to be displayed in public. It could be a group effort or a project. 4 of Pentacles, a figure clings tightly to his money, a card of saving, economy, and thrift. making a little go a long way. Smart spending. This person will carefully shop around for the best prices and most likely has a big savings account. 5 of Pentacles. Poverty, neediness. This card reminds us that some people don't have enough, and the next card shows what to do to help others who are less fortunate than ourselves. Also the card of illness and disability. 6 of Pentacles. Generosity, giving, receiving gifts. The 6 reminds us that if we're doing well, we should share our wealth with those who have less. 7 of Pentacles. Hard work. A man in a tie-dye tunic with red lens Coke bottle glasses tends a special plant, the fruits of which he hopes to enjoy someday. He waits for his crop to grow strong. 8 of Pentacles. Our Bob Dylan-esque craftsman works hard at creating souvenir peace pentacles and hopes one day to make a living from his skills. A card of dedication, focus, and mastery. 9 of Pentacles. An independent person enjoying their wealth. This card could represent a boss or a merchant. This reminds me of a person who has everything, or so people think, except a friend. 10 of Pentacles. I would say in this context, the card may represent the querent's child, a young person who is a student or undergoing a course of study. 10 of Pentacles. An old man attends his Dalmatians while in the background a younger family with their child stand around conversing with each other. This is a card relating to the family and retirement. It can also represent a house or an estate. Page of Pentacles. I would say in this context, the card may represent the querent's child, a young person who is a student or undergoing a course of study. Like the knight, he wears the leaf print of a particular healing plant on his clothing. Knight of Pentacles. This is the worker bee. He's patient and determined. He might seem a bit slow to move, but he's reliable. On his helmet and on the horse's head can be seen oak leaves. Oak trees symbolize endurance and strength, and in mythology was an important tree to figures like Zeus and Thor. Queen of Pentacles, mother figure. This is the queen who will bake the cookies and take care of the family. She is a homemaker. In the foreground, we can see rabbits and a hummingbird close to her throne, and scouts for some delicious nectar. Not far from her throne, she grows some fine quality mushrooms. King of Pentacles. This is the patient knight all grown up, a fatherly figure. He's managed to build a business and become quite successful due to his dedication to a task and his determination. He provides for his family and takes care of those he loves and employs. The pattern on his clothing is made up of grapes, which represent abundance. Ace of Swords. This card represents the importance of having a clear mind and good judgment for success. Rationality. It could also be a sign that finding one's success may prove to be a challenging journey. 2 of Swords. Having to make a difficult choice and feeling unable to do it. A hard choice needs to be made. 3 of Swords. Sharp words that hurt the heart. Sorrow and separation. Maybe the family's broken or a divorce is on the horizon. Don't let your heart become too cold, as it can be hard to come back from. If it is possible, reach out to someone. 4 of Swords, a time to relax and rest, sometimes after an argument. Kick back and listen to some music. Unwind mentally. 5 of Swords, feeling defeated. Tension with family and friends. Someone has taken advantage of you. Also, something that is achieved or won unfairly. 6 of Swords, moving toward calmer waters. The ferryman sails across the sea, bringing his fare to a better place, escaping from a bad situation. 7 of Swords, theft. Someone is stealing from you or taking something that doesn't belong to them. 8 of Swords, feeling trapped in a bad situation, isolation. The feeling of not knowing what to do with a particular problem. 9 of Swords, a bad trip, worry and anxiety. Something is keeping you up at night. The card of nightmares and sometimes imaginary fears. In some cases, you may be working yourself up into a frenzy without really needing to. 10 of Swords, ruin of all kinds. Given the subject matter, it could be financial or a relationship breaks down. While this is a devastating card, remind the client that with every ending, there is a chance for a new beginning. The sun rises in the background to remind us that even though things are dark, it will not always be that way forever. Page of Swords, a curious youngster. It can also represent a spy or an envious person. A curious mind with a thirst for knowledge. Knight of Swords, a family member or friend who stirs things up. Also acting very quickly, oftentimes without thinking. Can sometimes be a troublemaker. Queen of Swords, an idealistic intellectual figure, good with words and possibly interested in causes and political affairs, similar to the King of Swords. She may be a lonely single woman, one who may feel heartbroken and left out of things. King of Swords. This figure may be an intellectual, teacher, lawyer, judge, or policeman. Also a man who uses his head over his heart. This card could warn of an encounter with the law or authorities. He's more interested in your ideas than anything else.